Oh, well, hey, friends. Welcome back to another episode of Coming Out Christian. It is your safe space. I can't even say that phrase seriously now. It's a great place for some truth, some sarcasm, a whole lot of faith, and a bunch of grace, too. So today's episode is, well, let's just say we're going there, okay? So I don't know if you've seen the clip of singer Chapelle Roan, who was on a very popular podcast, and she made an eyebrow-raising statement that set the internet on fire. And that statement was this.
All of my friends who have kids are in hell. I actually don't know anyone who's like happy and has children at this age. Anyone who has like light in their eyes, anyone who's slept.
You can bet lots of moms did not take well to that comment. Oh, and by the way, you're probably like me and you had no idea who this girl was up until now, and maybe literally right now as I'm talking about her, but I only know who she is because of TikTok. But anyhow, it's pretty obvious why a comment like that would spark a firestorm. There is a whole army of moms, myself included, who heard that and said, oh, honey, no, let's talk. And I can also tell you a lot of those responses were not very nice. I'm going to take a little bit different perspective on this. The thing is, girls like Chapelle Roan and people in her age group have been lied to relentlessly by culture. So as much as a comment like that sets off those mama bear instincts because we love our children so much, no matter how tired they make us, it got me to thinking. How many women are walking around believing that lie, that motherhood is miserable, that joy dies in a diaper pail, that if you're not smiling while folding onesies, you must have made a huge mistake. But here's what I realized. This mindset didn't start with her. It started with a culture that's been feeding women 5 big, shiny, toxic lies about what motherhood is supposed to be. So let's call out those lies and replace them with something real, something hopeful, and of course, something biblical. Because the thing is, we're not raising accessories, we're raising eternal souls. So let's dive in with how the disillusionment may have started. Lie number 1 is that motherhood will complete you. It sounds like something from a Hallmark card or a diaper commercial. Anyone who has lived motherhood knows that it's misleading at best and it's crushing at worst. Motherhood is beautiful. It is sacred, but it's not your identity. And, I can tell you, I remember being a brand new mom, sleep deprived. I did not feel like a magical mother unicorn that I seem to have thought that I was promised to be. Don't get me wrong, I loved my baby so much, but I was postpartum. I was so emotional, and I was also very prideful, and I didn't share that with anyone because I thought I had to be perfect. What I wished I knew back then was that I was already whole in Christ before I became a mom, and so were you. Proverbs 31:25, she is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. Not she's fulfilled by juice boxes and play dates. Lie number 2, you can have it all if you hustle hard enough. This one does kind of get me fired up because if you're a mom today, you're basically expected to be a Pinterest perfect queen, a boss babe, a gym rat, and a marriage therapist all before lunch. It's the lie that says if you're overwhelmed, it's your fault. You just need better time management. Come on. And let's be real, God didn't call us to strive. He just called us to be faithful. Rest is not weakness, it's wisdom. And newsflash, even God rested. So if the creator of the universe took a day off, I think you can take a nap. Lie number 3, kids are a burden, not a blessing. This one makes me want to flip a table. I'm exaggerating. I'm not that mad. I've heard these people say that kids are energy vampires and career killers. And honestly, it breaks my heart, not just because it's false, but because it robs women of the truth, which is children are a gift. Psalm 127:3 says, children are a heritage from the Lord, offspring a reward from him. Yes, it's hard, but the idea that your life ends when motherhood begins, that is a lie from the pit. Kids don't ruin your life. They refine it. Lie number 4, good moms don't need help. I believe this one for way too long. I think a lot of moms think that help means they're not cut out for motherhood and that real moms just have it all figured out. But God didn't design us to mother alone. He created us for community, for fellowship. Proverbs 11:14 says, where there is no guidance, peoples fall, but in an abundance of counselors, there is safety. So, yes, ask for help. Call your mom. Cry on a friend's shoulder. It is not weakness, it's wisdom. I really wish I had understood that when I was a new mom. Lie number 5, motherhood should make you happy. Here's a truth bomb. Motherhood won't always make you happy. And then from the other side, we're told that children are nothing but a pain in the pants and you're forever going to be miserable. Honestly, it's no wonder that young women today have this sense of apathy towards everything. I think it's like a protection to keep themselves from being overwhelmed. Here's the truth in between those two extremes. You can be knee deep in laundry, battling toddler tantrums, and still be walking in joy because joy isn't rooted in circumstances, it's rooted in Christ. It is so easy and understandable to be caught smack in the middle of polar opposite cultures, supermom culture and kidless culture. But there really is another culture that will carry you through the tough times, and that's Christ culture. Motherhood is messy, it is loud, it is refining, and it is deeply joyful in a way that comfort and convenience can never touch. So, what can we do? Let's stop buying the lies that the world tells us and start living the truth. Stay rooted in the word. Let God define motherhood, not TikTok, not Chapelle Roan. Build your village. Find women who speak life, not comparison. Release perfectionism. Yeah, really hard to do. You don't need to do it all. Invite God into the chaos. And lastly, speak truth to other moms. Be that voice that says, you're not crazy, you're just in the trenches. And you're not alone. No matter where you are in your life's journey as a woman, know that you don't have to listen to all of the extreme viewpoints. There is